It begins anew. The truce is broken. The clash between New Genesis and Apokolips rages again, a struggle the new gods cannot win and yet must not lose. The wall of the building implodes. The guards within are stunned. Orion of the new gods has arrived on Earth. Orion attacks the guards. Kalibak arrives and says how the Black Racer didn't take him then, nor will he take him now. The guards tries to stop Orion from reaching Kalibak. Kalibak and Orion are eager to meet in combat. Orion asks Kalibak where is Darkseid as he punches him. Kalibak answers by saying how weak Orion punches are. This angers Orion even more, to the point where his mind momentarily wanders to the sweet-smelling glades of New Genesis. Highfather and Metron greet Orion and ask if he has any news for them. Orion tells them that Apokolips is preparing for war. The long months of peace are over. Big Barda sees shadows in the cloud. It's Darkseid parademons. Orion, Big Barda, and Scott-free attacks. As he watches the turmoil, Highfather's face saddens as his dream of everlasting harmony has come to an end. Yet there is one who is not sorrowful, whose soul holds anger, not pity. The new gods are getting overwhelmed by the numbers of parademons. Highfather has seen enough and asks Metron if his Mobius chair is fully charged. Metron says he's been charging it. That's why he hasn't joined the new gods. Metron activates it and a boom tube appears. The parademons are sucked into the boom tube, disappearing. Highfather then tells Orion to journey to Earth and do whatever is necessary to defeat Darkseid. For this reason, Orion was born. Back to reality, Orion has been weakened of months of inactivity as Kalibak chokes the life out of him. Orion resists Kalibak and breaks free. Kalibak pulls out his club. Kalibak asks Orion if he'll use the Astro Force on him. The Astro Force is exhausted. Orion must not use it again until he confronts Darkseid. Kalibak falls through the floor from the blast. Orion proceeds through the door. However, it is not Darkseid who stands in the shadowed chambers. It's Granny Goodness. Orion refuses to talk to Granny because he seeks Darkseid, so she zaps him for being rude to a sweet old granny. The parademons takes him away so they can punish him later. Meanwhile, on New Genesis, Highfather heart is heavy. He hoped to have achieved a balance in the universe. He should have known that Darkseid would never abandon his search for anti-life. Metron arrives and says the source has become active. It only reveals itself when disaster is near. He tells Highfather that the source is spawning words on the wall of prophecy. The source, invisible, untouchable, unknowable even to Highfather, yet it is a palpable presence that predates this barren place far from the ramparts of the city. Highfather doesn't understand the message. So Metron clarifies the message using the boom tube. Metron has located Darkseid. Orion's trip to Earth was wasted. And there is Darkseid and Dr. Bedlam, who speaks on the plan of rendering the new gods helpless. Darkseid is on Apokolips. He has been building many strange devices. They can't fathom their purpose. He succeeded in tuning his heartbeat to the rhythm of the Earth's sun. If he dies, the sun will explode, destroying the entire solar system. Dr. Bedlam says it's an excellent plan for Highfather to not attack. Darkseid says Highfather will not attack, but he can overhear their conversation. He immediately turns his head towards the boom tube and looks directly at Highfather with a smile. Darkseid closes the tube. The message is clear. Orion is Darkseid's son. If son slays father, the world will end. We must find Orion and stop him, or the Earth is doomed. Orion awakens, and Granny Goons prepare for battle. Orion attacks them. He realizes that he is on Apokolips. Being there gives him a disadvantage. He retreats so he can get his bearings and information. Orion is at the main city near Darkside Palace. He wonders if he should go there. As he moves forward boldly, he is unaware that he is being watched and followed. Kalibak ambushed him from behind. Kalibak says he needs no advantage. He'll fight head to head. So intent are the combatants that neither notices where the battle has taken them, to the very threshold of Darkside Palace. But such is the impact of Orion's fist that the giant is flung backwards. His rock-like skull shatters the entrance to Darkside's quarters. And he is stunned, unaware of his surroundings, as from a great distance he hears Orion's voice, "Where is Darkside?" But it's Darkside who responds to him. "I'm not far that you need to shout Orion." Darkside believes Orion is capable of slaying his own father. Perhaps his hate is greater than Darkside's hate for Isaiah. He removes Kalibak from his sight for failing to defeat Orion. He informs Orion that if he kills him, Earth will die as well, but Orion doesn't believe him. Orion's ugly side begins to appear. At that instant, as Orion was about to unleash the Astroforce, a shattering roar echoes behind him. Highfather and Metron, they say Darkside speaks the truth. Orion says his efforts were in vain. Perhaps it's better this way for him. Darkside grows bored and tells the new gods to be gone. And with a sound like a thunderclap, the new gods are thrust through space, leaving Darkside to brood alone, once more a stalemate. Neither the new gods nor Darkside are victorious. Orion has caused damage. Darkside must rebuild and plan anew. At New Genesis, Metron tries to cheer up Orion by having him focus on the children, joy, music. He worries that they will be crushed by Darkside. They won't. Not as long as there are those like Orion. The war is never at end.